Hello, I'm Simon Whistler, you're watching Top 10's Net, and in the video today we're looking at the top 10 amazing bunkers and bomb shelters. Number 10. Atlas Survival Shelter.
To start off, we thought we'd go with the working person's luxury bomb shelter. Atlas Survival Shelter's galvanized corrugated pipe bomb shelters start at about $49,000. The pipe is 32 by 10 feet and it can comfortably house 3 or 4 people. It has 1 bedroom plus extra bunks, a washroom with a shower, and there is a storage unit under the floor so you can store up to a year's worth of food. The tube, which has its own air filtration system and is powered by solar panels, protects the inhabitants from bomb blasts and nuclear, chemical, and biological disasters. Finally, any exterior components, such as the lid of the escape tube and solar panels, are hidden and nearly impossible to see unless you know what you're looking for.
Number 9. Silo Home.
The aptly named Silo Home was built over an Atlas F missile silo that was constructed during the Cold War. The home that sits over the silo looks like a normal 1,800 square foot cabin. The bunker, which is protected by walls that are 3 feet thick, is connected to the ground floor via a spiral staircase. The subterranean area has 2 floors. The 2,300 square feet of living space includes a jacuzzi, a kitchen, a dining area, and an entertainment room. There are even windows with fake light that simulate sunlight.
Number 8. The Cavern Suite.
There is a luxury suite 200 feet below ground in the Grand Canyon Caverns in Peach Springs, Arizona that was once a fallout shelter. The caverns were discovered in 1927 by a woodcutter named Walter Peck. Accounts vary, but apparently Peck either fell or nearly fell into it. Peck thought that there might be gold in the caverns and quickly bought the land. When he found out there was no gold, he made it a tourist attraction and led tours around the caverns. Since then, it's had several owners and has been used in different ways. Notably, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, it was used as a bomb shelter that could house 200 people. Some of the relics of its days as a fallout shelter can still be found there, such as dehydrated food. In 2001, it was purchased by a group of friends who converted the remnants of the bomb shelter into a luxury suite that is 220 feet by 400 feet with a 70-foot ceiling. To stay at the oldest, darkest, deepest, quietest, and largest suite room in the world, for one night it costs the first 2 guests $800 and then $100 for each additional person, and it holds up to 6 people. However, if there were need for a bomb shelter, 2,000 people could survive in the caverns for several weeks.
Number 7. Subterra Castle.
Located in the Kansas Hills about 25 miles west of Topeka, Subterra Castle is a mansion that was created from a missile silo that once held an 82-foot Atlas E rocket. Ed Peden and his wife Diana Rick Peden bought the silo in 1984 for $40,000 and did a tremendous amount of work on it. They converted it into an underground mansion before moving into it in 1994. The silo has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. There is a music room complete with a stage, domestic and commercial kitchens, a library study, and a hot tub. Ed Peden loves giving tours of his home to school groups, television crews, and anyone else who wants to see the bunker. Just make sure you let him know ahead of time.
Number 6. Gerard B. Henderson's Bomb Shelter.
If you were to look at this Las Vegas home from the street, you probably wouldn't think much of it. It's fairly mundane, just a 2-story house that looks like it was built sometime in the 1970s. However, 26 feet below the house is an amazing Cold War fallout shelter that's connected to the house by an elevator. The shelter comes complete with fake scenery, which includes fake trees and fake rocks. There's a garden of sorts, which has a 4-hole putting green, 2 jacuzzis, a sauna, a dance floor, a bar, and a barbecue that is in the shape of a rock. Oh, and a swimming pool, of course. There are 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Finally, the lights can be adjusted to imitate different times of day. There are even some twinkling stars to imitate the night sky. The shelter was installed in 1978 and was listed for $1.7 million in 2013, but it is unclear if it was ever purchased.
Number 5. The Facility.
Built in 1969 in Tift County, Georgia, that renovated to new government standards in 2012, the facility is a privately owned fallout shelter. It sits on 32 acres and above it is 2,000 square feet of commercial space and a caretaker's home. 45 feet below is the bunker with 3-foot cement walls which can withstand a 20-kiloton nuclear explosion. The bunker has 4 600 square foot apartments, each have 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen, and dining area. It also has 5 staff bedrooms because what's the point of surviving the apocalypse without someone to clean up after you? Other amenities include a 15-seat home theater, a library, a conference room, the first aid room, a commercial kitchen, an HVAC system, and environmental monitoring sensors.
Number 4. Luxury survival condos.
In 2008, Denver-based developer Larry Hall bought a 174-foot deep former nuclear missile cyclone near Concordia, Kansas. He converted it into a large bunker made up of individual condominiums. Besides the condos, the bunker has a swimming pool, a library, a 17-seat movie theater, and a hydroponic vegetable garden. To fortify the bunker, there are 2 armored doors weighing 16,000 pounds each, and the bunker has its own security force. Each resident is also given 5 years' worth of freeze-dried and dehydrated food. The silo can house up to 75 people, and there are full units and half units. A full unit is 1,820 square feet with 9-foot ceilings and costs $3 million, while half units cost $1.5 million. Hall also provides armored pickup for the residents within 400 miles of the silo, which is designed to protect its inhabitants from war, terrorist attacks, disease, and many other disasters. Amazingly, by 2012, Hall had completed construction and sold all his units. He is currently trying to develop 2 more silos.
Number 3. Vivos, Indiana.
This shelter is built out of a Cold War communications facility that was designed to withstand a 20-megaton blast within a few miles of the bunker. Their website says they are not near any nuclear targets. Inside the bunker, 80 people can be housed. Amazingly, at the time of this writing, there are only 10 spots left. If you're interested in securing your spot, as of August 2016, it will cost $50,000 per adult and $35,000 per child. The one-time cost includes enough food that all residents could live underground for a year. As for the accommodations, they are about on par with a 4-star hotel, but obviously freeze-dried and dehydrated foods have a tough time competing with resort food. However, it does have a movie theater, a dining area, gym, and the condos are lavishly decorated.
Number 2. Vivos Europa 1.
Located in the German village of Rothenstein, Vivos Europa 1 is one of the most secure structures in the world, and the accommodations are supposedly on par with a 5-star resort. Originally, the bunker was built as a weapons storage facility for the Soviets in the 1970s. When West and East Germany merged, Germany inherited the bunker that was built on a mountainside and planned to store weapons there. However, when they found out they couldn't do that without violating international treaties, they sold it in an auction. It was eventually purchased by Vivos, who set to work converting the 227,904 square foot silo into a giant doomsday bunker. The bunker can hold up to 6,000 families, and most individual condos are 2,500 square feet. It's also possible to build a second level, so your condo can be expanded to 5,000 square feet. For entertainment, there are pools, restaurants, theaters, and gyms.
Number 1. The Oppidum.
Dubbed the world's largest private apocalypse shelter by Forbes, the Oppidum is found in the mountains of the Czech Republic and is a bit different from the other shelters on this list. People who buy bunkers here can live above ground on the massive estate. Should there be any reason to get into the bunker, they would go to their secret corridor, which is sealed off by a blast-proof door. This allows the residents to reach safety in under a minute. The bunker is designed for billionaires, so despite having a ton of square footage, there are only 7 apartments. Residents can live up to 10 years underground. For the residents of the 7 apartments, there's a movie theater, a spa, a swimming pool, and a library. There was no cost listed, and in order to even visit their website, you need a code. Surprise, surprise, we don't have one.
So I really hope you found that video interesting. If you did, please do give us a thumbs up below and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, over there on the right are a couple of other videos you might enjoy if you enjoyed this one. One is the top 10 post-apocalyptic currencies that are more valuable than gold, and below that we've got the top 10 infamous barrier walls throughout history. So be sure to check both of those out, be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.